Todd, who's starting in net for you tonight?
Ben's going tonight. Yeah.
Todd, you liked a lot of things about the last game. There's obviously a lot of missed opportunities in the third period. What was the message going into this game to the team? Just do the same things, but you really got to bear down and get those shots to the team. Yes.
Bearing down around the net with our execution. I thought early in the game our execution wasn't very good, where we made a pass on the tape and for some reason we couldn't handle it. So that comes down to the puck management part. But also, with the chances we had some really good chances. We just didn't bury them.
You're looking at a pretty desperate Buffalo team here, and you're expecting going into this game, expecting a team that says, hey, we're going to win, we're going to get out of this slump, this is the team to do it.
Yeah, I think both teams will be desperate tonight. I think it's going to be a good hockey game, and both teams want to get back in the win column.
Has your experience been with younger players that this generation doesn't need to be, broken down and built back up? Exhibit just with Yakupov the other night, pretty egregious turnover reverses back in his own zone with the puck. You kept on playing him, and he rewarded you at the third period. So maybe just a thought on how you deal with today's player, and it's different maybe than what you experienced 20 to 25 years ago with your play.
Well, it's a bit different, but in the case of Yak, and just like everybody else, we address the issue and then we move on from it. And I think that it has to be communicated. And in the case of breaking someone down and bringing them back up, I think everybody's different, and you got to read the player and how they handle those situations. Obviously, if the mistake keeps on happening again and again, then you have to address it further. But in a turnover case, and everybody's a culprit, believe me, it has to be addressed and just move on.
Was that more a physical mistake than a mental mistake for you? Like, there are some coaches who would bench that guy, took the puck right in front of the net, left it there for a goal. Why didn't you bench him?
Well, it was early in the game, and I think in a case like that, I think he realized obviously it was a mistake, and we talked about what he could have done prior to it to maybe alleviate that problem. And if it happens again and again, then you have to sit him down. But the thing is that we felt that given Yak that opportunity, he would prosper, and he had a pretty strong third period for us.
Was it, sorry, Ryan, was it, as a coach, it was too bad? I would think you would think he wasn't rewarded. He made a couple of great passes that could have been in the net. It would have been a nice ending to a success story for the kid, and he never got rewarded. Was that a bit of an opportunity missed, I guess, for him?
Well, I just look at it, if you're not creating offense or creating opportunities, then that's an issue. But he was creating some offense in the third, and we just didn't finish on him. So it would have been nice, obviously, if we could have finished, and the outcome would have probably been a bit different. But sometimes it's a gut feeling. You got to stick with certain players in certain areas. But once again, you can't have mistakes happen again and again.
Is it when you come into the situation? Is it an absolute clean slate for every player with you, regardless of maybe those similar mistakes that they might have been consistently making all year? Is that the way you have to put it to them? Is with me, you're starting from zero? Like, we've seen him make that mistake a bunch of times this year. Does that matter to you?
Well, I've watched the games as well before I came up here, so I knew what I was dealing with every individual. So I don't know if it'd be a clean slate. I think I was always aware of it. But once again, you always have to move forward and try to make players better.
Speaking of which, Matt Fraser, he's been quiet of late. You flipped him from the left to the right wing, so Gassick can play on the left side. How do you there's a guy that's, fledgling NHL player. What do you do to sort of reinforce some confidence in him? Because at times it looks like he doesn't have it out there.
Well, in the case of Matt, we want to make sure that he's playing a good two-way game. We all know that he's able to shoot the puck, but I think the concern right now is just getting him to play more consistent physically, have a good work ethic, and be hungry for loose pucks. And the goals will come. If he keeps on doing those little things right, he'll get opportunities to shoot the puck, and when he does, he knows where to put it.
What did you think of Pouliot with the top line last game?
I liked it. I thought, he had some size. He has a great stick where he can strip pucks off of people and create some room. I like that that aspect of that line where they have a pretty good balance right now.
We saw a lot of Derek Roy in Buffalo in his time. How much of a pleasant surprise has he been at this stage of his career, giving you another option down the hill?
Oh, he's been good. You know, he's a smart player that can make plays. I like the fact that he's taken on a bit of a leadership role. He's been around, he has experience, and he's helping out some of the young guys because he's faced some of the problems that they're dealing with. So he's been good for us.
With Hall out of the lineup, how's it going to affect the power play? Because I know you had those two in the first period where you didn't really get to set it up.
Yeah.
So is Nuge going to be somewhere else? Or?
Yeah, we made adjustments with that. We put Nuge on the half wall, and we switched it around a bit from last game even to hopefully this formation works and the personnel we have in the right spots. Hopefully that works. So we'll have to see tonight, but hopefully the adjustments pay off for us.
Any update on Hall and how long you guys think?
Oh, he's still day to day, and once again going under treatment. And you know, I don't have any answer of when he'll be back. We just take it every day and just see if he's getting better.
This is one of those games that's, you know, almost a no-win situation. You don't want to lose at home to the Buffalo Sabres. Is the room sort of aware of that external pressure? Because I can't imagine the reaction of Edmonton would be very good if you lost.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that. We talked about how we want to play, how we want to clean up some aspects of our game, and how we want to approach this game tonight. Just like any other team, we want to go out there and execute well, play at the high tempo, and generate some more offense.